Hello everyone and welcome to a very special episode of, well, this isn't really my show, is it? But if it were, it would probably be called Last Week Tonight with Lyra. And this week we'd be tackling a topic that's about as fun as a root canal performed by a bear with shaky paws, the escalating military rivalry between the United States and China. Now, I know what you're thinking. Why can't we talk about something lighter, like the mating habits of dung beetles, anything but this? And listen, I hear you. I would much rather be discussing the finer points of competitive cheese rolling right now, but the truth is this issue is about as unavoidable as a Taylor Swift song in a crowded coffee shop. So buckle up, buttercups, because we're diving into the murky waters of military might. Let's start with the elephant in the room, or should I say, the dragon in the room. China's military spending has been on a tear for decades. They're currently dropping $224 billion a year, but it's dwarfed by the US defense budget of $826 billion. China's strategy isn't just about matching the US dollar for dollar. They're focusing on key technological advancements and modernizing their forces. When it comes to sheer manpower, China has the US beat. They've got a standing army of 2 million active personnel. The US, by comparison, has a smaller but more experienced force of 1.4 million active personnel. The US military prides itself on its rigorous training, technological superiority, and the combat experience it's gained, for better or worse, from decades of global engagement. Chinese troops, while numerous, lack that same level of battlefield experience and, some argue, the same level of individual initiative. However, China is rapidly bridging the gap in training and technology. Let's talk about the big, scary elephant in the room. No, not the defense budget this time. I'm talking about nuclear weapons. The US, with its arsenal of around 5,200 warheads, has long held the title of the world's most powerful nuclear nation. China, on the other hand, has a smaller but rapidly growing stockpile of around 500 warheads. Both countries maintain a nuclear triad, meaning they can launch nukes from land, air, and sea. It's a terrifying game of chess where one wrong move could end civilization as we know it. Up in the wild blue yonder, the US has long ruled the skies. With a fleet of 13,000 military aircraft, including the F-22 Raptor and F-35 Lightning II, they've maintained a technological edge. But China isn't just watching. They've rapidly developed advanced jets like the J-20 and J-35. While not on par with the US, these jets are a leap forward. The US still holds the advantage, but China is closing the gap. When it comes to projecting power across the globe, nothing says "don't mess with me" quite like a nuclear-powered aircraft carrier. And in this department, the US reigns supreme. With 11 of these floating fortresses at their disposal, they can deploy overwhelming force to almost any corner of the planet. Add to that a fleet of 485 ships, including destroyers, submarines, and cruisers, and you've got a recipe for naval dominance. China, on the other hand, is playing catch-up. They currently have 3 aircraft carriers, with more under construction, and a total of 370 ships. While much of the focus is on air and naval power, let's not forget ground troops. The US Army has 6,000 tanks and a vast arsenal of artillery. China has a massive standing army and focuses on anti-access/area denial, a 2/AD capabilities. This includes missiles, sensors, and cyber weaponry to keep enemy forces at bay. Welcome to the 21st century, where wars aren't just fought on land, sea, and air, but also in the digital realm. The US, with its advanced cyber command and the newly established Space Force, is taking this new battlefield very seriously. China, however, isn't far behind. They've been aggressively developing their own cyber warfare units and space capabilities. From hacking into government systems to launching anti-satellite missiles, they're making it clear that they intend to challenge the US for digital dominance. It's like a digital Wild West out there, with both sides scrambling to build the fastest guns and the strongest firewalls. The United States projects power globally with over 750 military bases. This network allows rapid deployment worldwide. China focuses on economic influence through the Belt and Road Initiative. It's hard power versus soft power. Nobody wants to be on the receiving end of a missile attack. The US and China have enough firepower to make any general nervous. The US boasts a fearsome arsenal of ICBMs and SLBMs. China has made significant strides in hypersonic technology. Their DF-17 hypersonic missile is turning heads. It's a terrifying arms race in speed, range, and power. In the ever-evolving world of military technology, the United States has long held the edge. They've been at the forefront of innovation in areas like stealth technology, artificial intelligence, and next-generation weapons systems. But China is catching up, and fast. They've been investing heavily in research and development, pouring money into areas like artificial intelligence, drone warfare, and quantum technology. It's a neck-and-neck race to develop the weapons of the future, and the winner will likely have a decisive advantage on the battlefields of tomorrow. It's a high-stakes game of technological leapfrog, and the consequences of falling behind could be catastrophic. So there you have it, a terrifyingly brief glimpse into the complex and ever-evolving world of military rivalry between the United States and China. In conclusion, while the US remains the dominant global military power, China is rapidly modernizing and expanding its capabilities. It's a situation that's both daunting and, frankly, a little bit terrifying. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more in-depth analyses. And if you'll excuse me, I'm going to go build a bunker in my backyard, just in case.